Hi everyone, how are you all? We're just going to wait a little bit so that more people join in, and when that happens, we're gradually going to continue. For those of you who've joined in, welcome. Hi. Today I'm going to talk about a very interesting topic, but just waiting a little bit more. Thank you so much. Our pleasure. Thank you for joining in. Alright, so I'm just going to start now. As you are all mostly aware, and for those of you who are not aware, today I'm going to not only talk but perform a very powerful meditation come exercise on energy cord cutting. Now, before I move ahead, I'm Zinnia Barucha. I'm a holistic psychologist and relationship counselor. I work massively with the mind and body using various alternative healing tools, techniques, as well as a combination of various psychological methods ranging from integrated clinical hypnotherapy to Reiki, Paravastu, angel crystal, tarot, inner child, cognitive behavior therapy, counseling, mindfulness, and many more. Now, why are we doing or why are we working on today's topic, which is energy cord cutting? And why is it so crucial in this current situation that each one of us is involved in? For the very simple reason, because energy cord cutting plays a very vital role for each one of us, especially right now in this present situation, in this present scenario. So before we move ahead to what and why we'll be doing the cord cutting, I'm just going to start off with explaining what are energy cords and what is the basic principle that each one of them work on. Now, energy cords are cord like or thread like structures that get formed within us and connect us with an individual or connect us with a situation without us at times even knowing or being aware. Now, these energy cords can be positive or negative in nature. When they are positive in nature, these energy cords get connected, from one body part to another. They help us, they're very useful, they're very empowering, because they connect us in further in that relationship, in that tie, in that connection with whoever it is that we formulate those positive energy cords. However, on the other side, if the energy cord is negative, they become extremely toxic, they become extremely destructive, they become more cumbersome, tiresome in every form and manner, and can be more negative in a way that they pull you down as an individual. They can be more negative in a way that they create more issues, more burdens, they bring in more toxicity, they create more chaining down for you as an individual, they hinder your growth, your progress in life. So this is the difference between the two energy cords, that is the positive as well as the negative energy cord. Now, energy cords can be formulated from your body in any part of your body with the opposite person or with the particular relevant situation, whatever it is, and they get connected in. Now, if it is an opposite person, then the energy cord, for example, if it's coming out from my chest, from my heart, it gets connected in with the opposite person's chest region or heart region as well. Similarly, if it's a toxic energy cord, then whatever body part it's getting connected with, it continues to stay there and it continues to become more empowered. It continues to thicken. The intensity of its energy continues to accumulate more, and it continues to grow in every form and manner. So it's very vital for each one of us to look into what form of these negative energy cords there are. How is it that we ended up, attracting them, and how is it that they ended up getting formulated, and what can we do around them so that we can break them off once and for all and help ourselves move ahead the right way. It's also extremely vital if we keep on empowering the positive energy cord that we have, because that is further going to make that relationship or that situation that we are tied up in that positive energy cord more strong, more intense. It's going to help us progress in it much faster. So that is how these two energy cords function, and that is how, or the role that we need to play with each one of them. Now, before I move ahead, and before I start off with the main process, and before I start off with the meditation come exercise, if any of you have any questions, please go ahead, put them forward now. And if you have any comments, or if you've experienced any situations wherein you feel that these energy cords got formulated, you can put them down as well to me, and I'll answer them, and we'll be moving on after that. So I'm going to wait for around a minute. If there are any questions, any queries, things or situations that any of you want to share in, please put them down, and post that, then we'll be moving ahead. No, he's not. Can energy cords be cut permanently? Yes, you can cut off energy cords permanently. As a matter of fact, a lot of people who've cut off those negative toxic energy cords find themselves moving ahead out from that situation, out from encountering that individual much faster. From a toxic, can we move to a healthy relationship? Certainly, you can move from a toxic to a healthy relationship extremely fast. As a matter of fact, if you end up cutting off that negative toxic energy cord that's binding you down in that vicious negative pattern, in that negative cycle, you can move ahead much faster, and you can grow ahead, and it will create a healthy relationship. It will help you attract the healthy relationship. With the same person, really depends, because you're cutting off the cord in that situation, and you're cutting off that toxicity which that person is bringing forward. So then I would suggest that not to go around using energy cords, but to work around, releasing out the barriers that are connected in the relationship that you share with that individual. Because when you end up cutting off cords with that person, then the relationship is bound to end, and it's going to create more issues. How do cords look like? So cords are basically thread-like structures. Now, the thickness of a cord really varies from person to person, from the situation that you're, or the individual that you're connected with, the duration of time that you spend, how intensely connected you are with that individual. But usually thread-like structures can be white or can be absolutely any color, again depending on how intensely connected you are. So some of those toxic negative energy cords can be highly brown or darker in color, and can be more dense in shape if they've been going on for many years. Simultaneously, a positive energy cord can also be really thick if you have a strong connection, and can be of a much lighter color, and will have or will reflect a completely different intensity. Also, that was a great question, so thank you so much for that. I'm just waiting for one last minute. If there are any other questions, please put them forward to me as well. And after I address them, we'll be gradually moving ahead. For those of you who are here for the energy cord cutting, we're just going to start off with the meditation come exercise in just a minute. All right, so we're gradually going to start off with the meditation and exercise. For that, I would request each one of you to please be in a comfortable sitting position, please, with a backrest behind you so that you're very comfortable and you're very relaxed. If any of you wants to have water or you want to, use the washroom, go ahead and do that, as we're gradually going to start off now. And for those of you who are comfortable, I would just request each one of you to please gradually start taking in deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth completely. And continue doing that, please. And allow yourselves to relax with every breath that you're taking. And take your time, please. And gradually allow yourself to close your eyes today, please. And continue with your deep breath. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out, exhale out through your mouth. And gradually allow yourself today to go in a very safe, comfortable, relaxing space. It can be absolutely any space, can be an open space or an enclosed area. Doesn't really matter, but this is your very own safe, comfortable space. And once you've entered in your safe, comfortable space, allow yourself to gradually move ahead in it. And keep moving ahead in it till you find an even more comfortable spot and you can relax back. And as you're relaxing and you're allowing yourself to sit in that comfortable spot in your very own safe space, Continue to take in deep breaths, breathing in through your nose, exhaling out through your mouth. And today we're going to cut cords in two ways. One, the first one with an individual, and the second one with a situation. Starting off with the first one, as I count from 1 to 3, in that safe, comfortable space where you're seated, gradually call forward that particular individual with whom you share a negative, a toxic, a disturbing relationship. This can be anyone in your personal life, it can be someone from your workspace, it can be a friend, it can be an old partner that you wish to end ties with, or it can be absolutely anyone. But please make sure that you're calling forward that individual with whom you're ready to end your connection now. And you're calling forward that individual with whom you're ready to end the toxicity now. So this has to be a negative situation, a negative experience. And if it's someone very near and dear to you, for example, a close parent with whom you've been affected, you felt pained, but you still want to continue your connection with them, then this is not the exercise for that. But if it is a toxic partner from whom you've suffered a lot in life, and you're now ready to move ahead, and you're now ready to end your connection with him or her, please call them forward. And just like that, whoever it is that has been hurting you, upsetting you, and that you wish to end ties with today, on the negative front, please call them forward. As I count from 1 to 3. 1, 2, 3. And as they gradually appear in front of you, whether you're getting a visual, a sense, an idea, or a thought, or a feeling of them, continue with your deep breaths and ask them to come and stand or sit in front of you so that you're both at eye level today. And as they are doing so, first and foremost, looking at them, please thank them for coming here. Please thank them for cooperating so far. And inform them that today I'm taking the first step to end this toxicity. I'm taking the first step to end this negative pattern the right way. And in order to do that, I'm going to let go of that negative energy, that toxicity, that obstructing energy that's still binding you with me, that's still binding me in this experience, in this situation, in this relationship that I share with you. And if they're trying to respond or react back, observe, take into account as to what they're saying. But tell them, I have decided, And I'm going to stick with my decision. And I'm firmly going to follow this. And also inform them that this is your safe, comfortable space. And because it is your safe, comfortable space, you have complete control in this environment. And that they are here today, they are present here today to just help you out, to help you progress ahead, whether they agree or disagree with this. And continuing with your deep breaths, gradually start scanning your entire body, starting from your head, going all the way down till your feet, with every deep breath that you are taking. And identify that area in your body wherein you feel this focused, concentrated energy flow binding you down in this toxic, negative relationship you share with that opposite individual who is in front of you. And when you identify that area, that part, whether it's a single area or multiple parts, just take note. And for those of you who've already identified the areas in their body from where they can sense this cord-like, thread-like, focused negative energy binding them down with that opposite person, continue to notice and observe as to what's happening to you in every area that you've identified in your body. For those of you who are still identifying, we're going to wait for 1 more minute, and then we'll all be gradually moving ahead. And starting off with the first area, or whichever that body part it is that you've identified this energy cord. For example, if you've identified it in your heart region, put your hands at that exact point in the heart region where you can identify that energy cord. And apply a little pressure if you feel that that energy cord is deeply rooted in, is more intense, it's more heavy. And as you've identified this energy cord, continue with your deep breath. It doesn't have to just be in the heart, it can be in absolutely any area. And if it's in multiple areas, start off with the first body part, the first area that you identified. And as you've identified it, observe the color of that energy cord, the thickness of that energy cord, the intensity, the strength of that energy cord. And as you're observing that energy cord, the thickness, the strength, the intensity of that energy cord, inform that person, thank you for giving me this experience for so long. But now I choose to move and progress ahead the right way, the ideal way, the harmonious way. And gradually feel that energy cord binding you down. And tell them, I'm going to start pulling out this toxic, negative energy cord that I sense, feel, get a visual of, that's connecting me with you. You are free to pull that cord out from your end today if you wish to. And if you want it to continue to stay from your end, that is also completely your choice. I choose to end it today. I choose to pull it off completely today. And having informed that individual, placing your hand exactly where that energy cord is, gradually start pulling out that energy cord thread like structure and keep pulling it all out. Continue to pull it all out till you reach the complete root, the very end that's tying you down, that's tying down this body part, this area of you with that person. And when you finally found that root, that end, that edge, gradually pull it off or yank that cord off completely from your end, freeing yourself, breaking off this negative toxicity from your end. And give that person in front of you, opposite you, some more time. If he or she is also pulling it off, let them pull it off completely. If they are not pulling it off, that's also completely fine, because now this cord cannot affect you in any form or manner. Now that you've pulled it out from the core, from your being completely. And continue to take in deep breaths. And gradually observe what energy is coming back within you now in this area. Now, finally, after you've released out everything that was binding you down, see if this energy has a color, a shape. How does it feel? How do you sense it? Does it have a meaning, a connection behind it? Observe. Allow yourself to breathe in, feel in, sense in, take in, feel the visual of this energy cord that's finally coming back within you. And as it's finally flowing back within you, notice everything about it. Notice the energy that's flowing in finally back within you. This is your true, authentic energy that's finally coming back within you now that that cord is cut off, now that that toxicity is out of your system, now that negativity is no longer there. And take your time. Let your true, authentic energy seep back within you completely. And when it's completely seeped back within you, let it spread out, its essence spread out in your entire body, in every part of you. And for those of you who had multiple negative toxic cords connected with the same individual, gradually allow yourself to move on to the second body part. Repeat the same process. Continue to pull out that negative cord from whichever body part to now identify it, and when it's completely pulled out, yanked out from the core, from the root, breathe back in your true authentic energy that's finally flowing back within you. And for the ones who just had one energy point in their body where this cord was connected in, continue to breathe in your true, authentic, positive, relaxing energy. And take your time. No hurry. And lastly, if there is still any other body part where you can still feel that negative toxic energy cord connecting you in with that individual in that toxic situation and environment, again pull out that negative cord from that body part as well, and breathe in your true positive pure energy. Breathe in the energy of harmony and everything else that's finally flowing back within you. And again, take your time. And gradually allow this energy to seep in every part of your body, your true authentic energy that's finally flowing back within you. Allow it to seep in every cell, every muscle, every fiber of your complete entire being. And allow yourself to finally feel that relaxation, that lightness, that happiness, that peace, that stability that you were not feeling for so long. And take your time. No hurry. When you've finally taken back in your true authentic energy, thank that individual in front of you. Ask them to take away their complete energies from you, from your entire being. Give you back your own positive, relaxing, harmonious energy, and gradually exit out from your safe, comfortable space. Taking away all those energy thread-like, cord-like structures. And when they've exited out, taking in deep breaths, inform yourself that with every breath that you take from now onwards, you're just going to grow further in feeling this beautiful energy that you're finally feeling back within you. And allow yourself to grow further and progress further. And with this, envision yourself moving ahead in life harmoniously, happily, and finally with complete freedom. Keeping this picture in your mind, you can revisit this as many times as you want to. Understanding that you've today helped yourself progress in life in the right way, in the truest way. Gradually, whenever you're ready, open your eyes. And take your time, have some water, help yourself ground back, feel yourself back in your system, in this current environment that you are in. And if any of you have any questions about what we just did, or why we did it, or if any of you want to share your experiences, please go ahead and write that down. I'm just going to give you a minute to do that before we continue on with the next process. And if you want to understand better as to what sort of energy you got back within you, if it had a particular color, the significance of the color, or you want to share your experience, please go ahead and do that as well. There's a question: can I visualize more than one person at the same time? So I would request you to first do this with one person. When you've completed it, ideally wait for at least a day or two, or at least 3 or 4 days. Let the energy settle in, and then do the same process with a second individual. If you feel that the intensity is too much, call forward the first individual, finish off your process, finish cutting off the cords with that person, then call forward the second person. Because this is an intense process, we are shifting the energies majorly. Let your body, let your aura absorb in the changes before you move ahead. Any other questions, please put them down as well. I'm going to wait for 1 more minute before we continue with the second exercise and meditation. Now, the second exercise and meditation is a situation specific energy cord cutting session. Okay, there is a question: what if I want to go back and do this again for the same person? You don't need to wait. If you want to do this again for the same person, you can do it on the same day itself. You don't need to wait. Right? As I was saying, the second meditation and exercise is a situation based energy cord cutting meditation and exercise. So, for those of you who wish to have or who already have a specific situation where they're very troubled in that situation, they already have a negative or toxic situation and incident, they can go ahead and use this exercise for that. For those of you who don't specifically have a negative or a toxic situation that they are massively affected with, I would personally recommend each one of you to use the energy cord cutting exercise for the current situation, the coronavirus situation that each one of us is experiencing. So yes, you can cut your energy cords with the possible fear and the possible trauma and the possible worry and insecurity the coronavirus and the entire situation is bringing around it. So you have an option. It's really up to you to choose going ahead with whatever or whichever situation's intensity you feel is affecting you up more. And whenever you're ready, once again, taking 3 deep breaths, please. Breathing in through your nose, exhaling out through your mouth. Closing your eyes. And gradually allowing yourself to go back in that safe, comfortable space that you just experienced right now. Going back in that same spot, taking in a deep breath. And as I count from 1 to 3, calling forward that specific situation or environment that is connecting you in, bringing in a lot of negativity, a lot of toxicity, a lot of obstacles, a lot of barriers, a lot of hurdles. And for those of you who don't have that specific environment, that specific situation that's affecting you, please call forward the coronavirus situation, the worry, the insecurity, the fear, the frustration, the upsetness that it has been causing, that it has been spreading. For the first section of people who are calling forward their specific situation, when it enters in, again taking in a deep breath, please check in which parts of your body are getting connected in with this specific situation. Locate and identify those body parts or body part if it's just one. And for multiple body parts, start off with the first one. For those of you who are calling forward the coronavirus situation and the worry, the tension, the negativity that it is causing, please identify in your entire body, focus specifically in the heart and stomach region, and see and check if you end up identifying in these regions, because the heart region is connected massively with love, acceptance, infinite happiness. The stomach is connected with digestion, strength, immunity, facing challenges, fighting them off. So in the heart, there could be a possible energy cord connected with fear, insecurity, connected with the virus situation. In the stomach, there could be an energy cord connected with worry about the virus situation, with low immunity about the virus situation. And if there are any other body parts apart from these, or even if there aren't any of these, and there's just one body part, please bring your attention on the first one. And again, identifying whichever body part it is, place your hands on that body part. Observe exactly where you can feel that energy cord. If it's deeply rooted in, please apply more pressure, more intensity, and inform that situation. Thank you for giving me this experience for so long. Mention the duration. If it's for many years, if it's for a few months or weeks, mention that. And inform it, today I choose to move out of this situation. I no longer wish to experience this. and I choose to move ahead, progress ahead in my life the right way. And having said that, placing your hands on that exact point, gradually notice and observe the color of that energy cord binding you in that situation. Notice the intensity, the thickness of that energy cord binding you in that situation, in that incident, in that experience. And gradually start pulling out that energy cord again. Keep pulling it out completely till you reach the very root, the very edge. And gradually, when you've reached that, keep pulling, and when you reach that final edge, that root, yank it off, pull it off, let it go from your end. Because this is a situation involuntarily, the environment is also going to release off that cord from its end, because the environment, the external environment, is a reflection of our internal environment, what we are feeling, what we are experiencing, or what we need to understand. Now that we've got that insight, that awareness, the environment no longer needs to give us this experience. And so involuntarily that cord is going to get yanked off from the environment as well. But because this is an environment, a situation, an incident, and your experience in it, make sure that the environment is pulling out the toxicity, that negativity, those obstacles, barriers, and hindrances from your complete system, from your entire energy field, from your aura, from all your layers. And it's gradually giving you back your true, authentic energies that it ended up absorbing involuntarily. For those of you who have multiple body parts, energy cords connected in these multiple body parts, continue with the same process and keep taking back in your true, authentic energy that's finally flowing within you. Observe, sense, feel your true, authentic energy that's coming back within you. And your true, authentic energy that's coming back within you, check the color, the significance behind it, if it has a shape, all of that. If there's a sound connected with it. For those of you who are not able to sense this, that's also completely fine. Continue to breathe back in your true, authentic, positive energy that's finally flowing back within you. And because this is a situation, an incident, an experience, whichever people, individuals were involved in that situation, incident, experience, thank each one of them also for directly or indirectly making you experience this. But inform each one of them also that you've cut the cords of this. And so give each one of them back their respective energies. And take back your respective energies from each one of them. And this is again your safe space, your comfortable space. You are in complete control. Take charge, take back in your true, authentic energies that are finally flowing back within you. And again, take your time. There is no hurry. Take all the time that you may need. For those of you who still have any other body part that's connected with that incident, situation, experience, release out that cord, pull it all out. Take back in your true authentic energy. We're going to wait for 1 more minute, and after that we're all going to move ahead. For those of you who've finished this process, continue with your deep breaths, please. And gradually requesting that environment, that incident, that situation, that experience to go back in energy form to where it needs to. And all those people that were connected in that to also go back to the energy space and feel that they belong in. Take in deep breaths and let your true authentic energy flow completely in your entire being, in every cell, every muscle, every fiber of you. See yourself moving ahead in life. See yourself progressing ahead in life. Envision that. Focus on that image where you're seeing yourself move ahead, where you're seeing yourself moving ahead out from that situation, that experience, whatever area of life that it's connected with it. Now moving ahead with complete harmony, peace, stability, and growth. And as you're seeing yourself move ahead, I'm just going to repeat an affirmation. Notice, observe as to how you feel when you're listening to this. I easily and speedily progress in life. And if there was a specific area that you were connected in, that situation was connected in, that individual you encountered was connected in, for example, in your relationship, you can customize the affirmation, such as I easily and speedily progress in my relationships in life. I easily and speedily progress in my romantic area in life. I easily and speedily progress in my career in life, and so on and so forth. You can continue to customize this. And keep repeating that affirmation with me, please. I easily and speedily progress in life. 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 Breathe in that energy of ease, speed, progress in life. If there was a specific area that you were repeating this, then connect it with that specific area in life. Feel this beautiful energy in your entire body, in every part of you, and let it be one within every cell, every fiber, every muscle of your very being. And again, inform yourself that with every breath that you take from now on, this is just going to magnify, it's just going to multiply. And gradually, as I count from 1 to 3, allow yourself to move out from that safe, comfortable space, your very own space, but with the awareness that you can come back in this space whenever you want to. And you can envision this beautiful, harmonious, positive image of yourself moving ahead in life every single time you come back. 1, 2, 3, and gradually open your eyes. And gradually take your time. For those of you that need to have water, please do that. And whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and share your experience. For any of you who still have any questions, any queries about the process, why we did what we did, the awareness that you received after doing this, please go ahead, share that, ask away. I'm going to wait for a minute. If any of you have any queries or if you want to share anything, please go ahead. And now that you're aware, you can use this process in a safe and healthy manner. You can continue to go back in that safe space and focus on that image which you saw in the end, where you helped yourself progress ahead, where you helped yourself move ahead. Take your time. And remember the affirmation as well. You can customize it if there is any specific area in life that you want to focus on, or you can use the general affirmation as well, which is I easily and speedily progress in life. Right, I'm going to wait for just some more time before I end this session. Thank you so much, each one of you, for joining in and for for being a part of this. You can use this and you can put in any comments or any questions that you have to us.